I guess I just connected this thing. Oh, I see. This needs to go like this first. I guess we covered the front of that. Oh. I think that's what was throwing me off too. Alright, so that should be the same. It looks about the same. Yeah, that's cool with me. Snowmobile for a tiny scrap man. Works so well, though. Yep, so that's going to be in the way. Same thing here. Well, we could do one more if I go all the way out to here. We could do one more of these. See if this is worth it. Where are you going to land? I want you to land here. But here. I don't know if that's worth it. Might look too wide. Yeah, I think it's just got too much of a donk there. It doesn't need it. I don't need that. I like the other little half measure here. As opposed to the full-on armored car. Somehow the fact that like it feels like it should flex in the middle. Or maybe go back a little further, I don't know. Too much of a ball sack look. There's a car in my town that drives by, it's an old school Corvette, and it looks just like a ball sack driving down the road for some reason. Alright, now, let's go back down to the Diggening and get some fancy colors for it. Might be able to, like, actually cover some more bits. Oh, no. Now put a thruster in the back middle. Oh, I totally should. I need to. I haven't made a thruster yet. We gotta go do that real fast. Right in the vat of chemicals. Oh, you need a gas engine and a controller for thruster? Ugh. I need more crude oil. Grab some from the water. Worth it. Yeah, I gotta change that, right? I like the idea of it being indifferent, but I don't think it's super great. Huh. Take down that thing? Oh, I can't manually trigger it anymore? Dumb. Dumb. Well, I will trigger it by growing plants. We got a floating farmer over there, and all he's doing is saying, "Help!" I just don't have it tagged on YouTube. Oh, thanks. For some reason, I just hiccuped a little bit today. Maybe when I was doing the settings, I think I hit accept button one too many times. I have a tendency to do that. Sometimes you click things like 30 times. I don't know if you do that. It's not always the way to get the right settings. Yeah, some kind of sorter would be really nice. I bet there's a sorter in some of the mods, but I hate those things, Mini. They are the worst. They've taken over for my fear of farm bots, the water bots. Never do mods. I often don't either. That's why I was like, yeah, you could. All right, thruster. The question is, will it fit evenly in the bottom, or do I have to do 2 thrusters? If not, we'll have to hang it off of a bearing. I think it'll sit off the back. I also have put the chest off the back, so I hope that doesn't interfere. Thrusters are not super tiny. Well, at least it'll fit right in the middle. Perfect. Perfect. I can change the color of it too. Pew. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can paint it. What's a good color? Maybe we could do black flames. I don't have any paint on me. Yeah, I think you can paint it though. I'll let bald fly. Right now it's the slow mobile. Get out of the way, cow. Why are the cows... Well, so hard to kill. Like, the machines made of metal, I crunch right through. Cows, not so much. What? The car's gonna fly? No, it's just like the old Batman cars. Old Batman car had a big thruster out the back that looked like it would actually do nothing, which is basically what this is gonna do. Adam West, or what's his other name? A couple of the other Batmans, they would push the button and they would like blast off, and you were like, that does nothing. It just looked like fire. To me, the Batman thruster never looked like it provided any thrust. It just looked like it lit on fire. It was really just somebody's fireplace with a thruster mechanic around the outside of it. That's not the door that I was pointed at. It does seem like everything's bouncing everywhere. It provides quite a bit of sound entertainment. Bing bong, everywhere I go. Oh, that's fine. Ooh, we can actually use this to our advantage. Alright, what's some cool colors we can add to this? Need a few of those. Stop saying wow. The third time you hear wow, you're like, you're not saying wow, really. Alright, let's see if we can't cover some of the internal workings a little bit. Oh, that's... Oh, no, that's correct. I think we could do this. Actually, that might be better. Oh, it's not going to go sideways, I see. Okay, so... Can you go sideways? Connect like that, as if it's coming from underneath. Let's see, we can go straight here. And then... You can have it loop back around, or you can have it flare out. Dude, why are you so high energy? Shut up. I get that the game must be made for 3-year-olds, I know. I feel so silly when that thing comes and yells at me. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, 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 wow. Like, okay, all right. For the child that needs engagement constantly. Oh. Trying to think how to end that. Maybe just like that. Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if we want to do one more. To really cover this. Oh, you know, let's do this. Make it go out further? Oh, it won't connect to that. Damn. Flow's a little wonky, roger. Guess we'll have to add one of these. I wanted to go out a little further, but I guess it won't. That's gonna get in the way of the tire, I think. Yeah. Can't have it be that far inside. Although, can we have it connected to that? No. Oh, wait, I can. I can connect to this thing? Oh no, it'll connect to this, I see. But that thing... Is that still gonna be in the way? I don't know if I want to do 2 stripes. Maybe the top one should come out further than the bottom one. Kind of like the way that one looks, actually. Looks like it connects to the center somehow. Which is the goal, to make it look like it does, so we'll just do that on the other side. It's got to actually go the exact opposite way, the flow-wise. Those end pieces only go in one direction. They only go up, so I gotta go towards this thing no matter what I do. Here we go. Here we go. Ice conveyor. Oh my god, I still have yet to really do more of that. Wrong way again. The conveyor belt is on pause. I guess I can't do that, huh? I mean, can I connect it to here? So we need to go one more, though. Maybe I should bend down through the middle. Come on. I'm like adding too many weird little things to it. It's before where it comes in. Oh, you did yours with the balls. I got you. I like the way that looks too. Okay. Now the second one could tuck in here, right here. Instead of worrying that it's like right into the corner. Take this. Oh, I can't actually. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can go from this direction. There we go. Probably want the same thing here so that it drops down right underneath it visually. Why won't you connect up there? You can, I'm just not spinning it enough. Nope, doesn't want to connect. Alright. It'll go that way. That's what I'm like. Okay, fine. Guess that's a little weird. But it needs to go in that direction too. There we go. Alright, let's grab one more of those and see if this design looks cool. I knew it was weird, and when I saw it was for the balls fall, rolled it to the smelter. Did you just have ice everywhere, or did you make like a dedicated, okay, you're going this direction, this direction? That's kind of what I'm thinking. That to me is like, oh, dude, get out of the way. My thruster doesn't really work. Damn, my thruster didn't really bring us out of that predicament. Looks pretty good, right? Accurate to the movies. The thruster does shit. New tank top? It's an older one, but it's been a little while. Can't tell if that actually looks good. I mean, I can... Yeah, that looks okay. Oh, no, that's going to mess with the tire a lot. You found out what I'm getting for my birthday? Nothing. I've already been given so many gifts. I don't need anything. I think that looks better. Or goes up in the air like that. Not from me. Oh, okay. Just chicken. Well, I'm gonna be here, so you get me for my birthday. How's that? Okay, I kind of like the way that looks. Now we got that tucked up underneath it. Crisscrossed. It kind of makes you think, hey, why is that connected? Ooh. You have only given me sarcasm so far, and I appreciate it. Alright, let's get some more of those pieces, because, dang, I need a lot more. Let's the other side. Yeah, we were just making a Batman car. Zebra Man car, I don't know. We need some more Georgia O'Keeffe pieces. One. Two. That's going the opposite way as the other one is. Can't tell you how annoying that is to me. Why? Why must you do that? Alright, fine. You got yourself a punny shirt today? What's it say? I like punch. I need no other D's. A bald zebra tank top. You know what? I don't have one of those. I should be the one to make those. There we go. Okay, now. Well, I guess we gotta pick this thing up just because it looks weird now. I think I might make those black. But I like that little door design. Alright, let's get the rest of the lights that we need. I'm Batman. I mean, well, you know, Zebra Man. No, it's not my birthday till September, Black Eye. It's not till September 16th is my birthday. It'll be a little bit. But I'm in no rush for the birthday days. I'm still hoping it'll just not come this year. Alright, we need one of these. We need only one turn? 2 turns? 2 turns. Get another turn. And a few of those. Alright, now how did I connect the other stuff? First, we're going right from the top there? That's probably a good idea. To start from here. It's going up. Good. Make sure it's all flowing the correct direction early on. Right? Damn it, why aren't you flowing? Why are you flowing incorrectly? Or how did I snap this thing to it? I think we started off actually against that wall, right? Wrong way. There you go, right way. Oh, get rid of that. Who knew? I had to get rid of that one too. Didn't know that either. Yay! Mostly set. And now this has... What was the end have? Got the little pointy end? It does. I need a second pointy end. It has an I believe in spirits. I like my Boo Sheet one. This is Boo Sheet. Similar idea. Because it is a Boo Sheet. Alright, pointed downwards. Now the second one, I don't know where I actually snapped it to. Maybe to the front of this. I think so. Alright, it's going the wrong direction again. Good. What? Why is it going the wrong direction again? How come I can't make it go the correct direction? You. Okay, flip. No, it's a boo sheet. I have a black shirt with a ghost on it. It says this is boo sheet. I'm like, it is a boo sheet. Oh, that should still stay up there, I guess. Well, almost. There we go. That should do that. We get rid of that. Then it'll look better like that because you can see it kind of like disappearing into the night. It's in the way? Oh, there is things in the way. All right, so have it go into the roof then. Like it's powering the world. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if we can start it up from there, but I probably have to take it off and snap it to it. Otherwise, I don't think we'll be able to get it. Whichever direction you're going, you need to go the other direction. And then we just need to stick this thing on the end of it. Come on, Fastmobile. Damn, it needs to go to the other side. One too many. There we go. Alright, I think I only need one more of those little curves. I know, I kind of like the in-game elevator music. Alright, let's see what this shirt is like. Let's see what kind of puns you got. What about you? Black-Eyed, when is your birthday? Okay, I'm happy with everything got on the sides. It's very bright and sparkly. It looks very cool. Yeah, it's starting to mess things up. I think it's only messing up down here for some reason. The lag is kind of odd. Probably because of all the extra ingots and everything we got going. Could change this too, so it goes out and then like splits. I guess there is no split. Oh, so that wasn't that long ago. Alright, let me out of this place. I don't know if it's the lights or not, but something about it feels weird. And as soon as we get out of here, it travels really well. My exit system is my favorite. See you later. Hooah! Oh, different kind of spirits. I like it. Those kind of spirits. I've heard that joke before, for sure. I feel like I've said that joke before. Alright, out here it drives nice, though. Especially with that extra Batman thruster. Maybe we should stop calling it Batman so he doesn't show up and say, hey, that's mine. I'm gonna be 41. Gone. Destroyed. Dusted. Don't hurt that cow. I'm the vanquisher of... well, scrappers. Give me that. I feel like every time we're not in the seat, maybe we should have... I don't want to add too many different bearings to it. But like we could have the front seat like flip up so I can get in there easier. Ooh. I'd really like to find a farm bot to test to see if this thing is rammable. And it has nothing to do with the speed or anything. Last time I tried to hit the farm bot, it just... the farm bot just landed on the roof and then just went on a ride with me. So if it goes on a ride with me, it's not going to be good. It might hurt the whole car. But... they do spawn around here a little bit, so... there should be one that's like primed to spawn too. I've killed them like a couple times around here. One here for sure. Uh-oh, sorry cow. Component kit. That only hurts me a little bit, so even though I like the exit, if I'm going in a specific speed, it kind of hurts me when I launch out. Alright, let's check the other side. No, there's no farm bot here. Eh. I don't see it. Normally I hear it before I see it. I hear it like... ugh. Nope. Let's just steal stuff. A little bit extra health. Damn, I really want to test that against the farm bot. I have to go mess with them. And a free vacuum pump. Nice. That was my goal yesterday, to get the car that actually worked against that. Now I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I don't want this thing to get hurt. It's very, like, vintage Batman. Uh-oh, rock. And it drives pretty good, with the exception of every once in a while hitting a rock like that and getting absolutely effed. Alright, so now that we finished that, do we want to check out the farm? Try and work on the full purple raid? How much metal did we get from this? Do we have any more metal 3? No, we have a lot of metal 2, though. I only have 111 metal 3 left, which means more embers, right? Of course it means more embers. So, but we need a couple hundred more metal 3. Not like a lot, but enough so that we can build up the turret a little bit, bring it off to the corner, and I think we need to enhance the turret somehow when it comes to, like, defense. Man, it's freaking hot out here. Because they're just shooting me right out of it. So either I need to be up above it enough where they can't shoot me, or I don't know. I gotta work on that. I was working on that when we left yesterday. Purple thing is clothing. Yeah. I could open a few of those clothing boxes. I haven't opened those, and now I have enough to actually open a few. I've been stockpiling those for a long time. In the end, there's so many small projects. Like, I could make this thing better. I like the idea of making a better wood farmer, but this thing is so effective that I have to wait for it to finish processing. So I'm not really upset with its speed. I just want to, like, change it up after so long. And I really wanted to get that conveyor system set up, but man, I'm second guessing myself on that. Don't hit things I need. Man, these trees are going to be hard to get down on the hill like this. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Go to a flat spot. There we are. Sometimes this thing works almost as intended. The pistons just aren't super strong, as you can see them like freaking out. You could time it when you jumped the 4 thrusters so that you could like not mess up midair. That's pretty cool. I haven't tried anything like that. I want to make a flyer, but to be honest, I want to make a flyer, but I want to make a flyer and just steal an idea from the workshop, because the workshop's got such good ideas. Like, I don't want to just make one myself, troubleshoot it constantly and have it barely work. Just like free hugs, they work out almost as intended. This is true. Man, the rain in this sucks too. So much. Four shots apiece. Somebody said yesterday 60 shots for the big farm bot. I didn't realize it was that many, but never counted. But it makes sense. That's quite a bit. It's about how many it feels like it takes. Oh. Batteries. And let's get some more wood. It's mostly ember. Ember farming is the biggest thing for us. That's how to get metal. Everything else is pretty easily gotten. Although I did run out of actual metal 1. I had a steering glitch with like suspension. The flying stuff, man, it just looks like so much fun. I think I'm probably gonna mess with that next. If I don't stop playing this game and get obsessed with something else, flying is on the way. There we go. Grabbed it. I like using the flyers without the suspension glitch, but with it, it just makes it so much nicer. Makes the whole thing just work. In case you don't know what the suspension glitch is, the suspension glitch just keeps your things from falling over. So if you're using a flyer, the game mostly needs it to be perfectly balanced. So if you're using the glitch, you do not have to have it perfectly balanced. And it's so nice. One of the guys that raided us said he used his own version of a suspension glitch for his motorcycle. Another streamer, but that's the same idea. Like, in order to stop things from tipping over, you have to use those kind of suspension glitches to just be native to the world. Otherwise, you have to rebalance everything. It's always kind of a pain. The Seekerbot sound just haunts you. It haunts my dreams and nightmares. It stays away from me. And segways. I never even thought about that. That would be kind of cool. Drive around in your own one wheel. Oh, hi, Kylo. Kylo, I got to show you my bat car. Here, we'll go home and I'll show it to you. What the hell? Got stuck there for some reason. Yeah, a little around the shop segue. What are you stuck on? I don't know why this is... Come on, tree. Stop messing up. Do what you're supposed to do. There we go. Maybe the top part is twapped a little bit. I made it yesterday. We were trying to make a couple different things yesterday that like worked, and I really wanted a battering ram car so that I could just run into a farm bot and, let's say kill it, but yeet it kind of far anyway. And it worked once or twice, but then the farm bots kept getting like free passage onto the top of my car. So every time I went to fight them, they would just be sitting on the top of the car, looking down at me, because I pick them up like a scoop. I didn't mean to, obviously. So I had this battering ram that like unfolded from the car. It was in the middle of it. It was the housing around the engine. When I pushed a button, it would like fold out, and you know, Optimus Prime style, I became a battering ram. But you know, I don't know if that was part of it or not, but it didn't really work. So instead I just turned the whole thing into a battering ram. And it looks like a bat car. Alright, where's home? 750 yards. Close. Because we can just drop this off for embers, make some metal 3, and then see what our farm is like anyway. Yeah, the conveyor belt, I stopped for a couple reasons, but I think we can get it done. I just got to spend a lot more time building like a bunch of boring shit. A couple different angles. You did help me quite a bit though with one of those angles. Just have to build, you know, some more belts. I got to get 3 engines, at least 3 engines. A couple sensors. Instead, I made the little auto farm, you know, which used up all those resources. Oh yeah, here we go. The Zebra Mobile. Here you go. Fancy, right? Now we break anything. Hey, well, welcome in, Attitude. Thank you for the raid, and actually, happy Sunday, because I normally don't stream on Sundays, but... Or it's Sunday. Happy Wednesday. Sunday? Did that pop out? Wednesday and Sunday are my only days off. Happy Wednesday, Attitude! Mr. A had to run to bed. Oh, no worries. No worries. He sometimes has to get going as soon as he's done. Especially at the end of stream. I know eyes and rest are things. But if you want to check out somebody often playing Valheim, go see Mr. Attitude. Not to mention, yeah, Valheim's coming out in 1.0 soon. Very excited. We've been playing this game. This is a survival crafting game, and yes, it's got a lot of weird shit in it. And it is a engineer's dream. So if it's a game, if you're like the engineering brain and you like that stuff, this could be up your alley. I made a mini Batmobile, and when I push the button, it also has that thruster out the back. I don't think that thruster is really helping us much, but it does haul. It moves fast across country, and it crushes bots, and it gets hooked in trees. But I saved that cow, despite also running over that cow a little bit. The best part about it is the dismount, I think. It's very Batman dismount, because it's all so close together when I get out, and like launches me out. Combat ready. I know Batman doesn't use guns that much, but imagine just popping out. Oh, I don't have any ammo. But imagine popping out and pew pew pew. Known for backflips and front flips. For the gas motor? Oh, you just put it on a suspension glitch with the motor? Helps you flip over. It's balanced pretty well, really. I actually started off thinking I just want to make it a big tier shape in the front so that I can actually be a good battering ram to things. And it just immediately turned into the Batman car. I was thinking it was going to be like 2 fists in the front. Or, which I can't help but unsee now, it looks like 2 ball sacks. Anyway. Yeah, as long as the front doesn't crush into the ground. Looks like a fly. Hammer move. We can spin in circles so much we actually can do some really good moves. Activate hammer style. Activate breaking my wheel style. 360 spin move of doom. Turn into Beyblade. Oh, I hit my other car. I was trying to hit this guy. You're in the way. Well, there you go. It's heavy enough where apparently I just kill things really quickly. It's super effective. It really actually is. I didn't expect it to be as effective, but it's mostly just because it's heavy. But I really am worried that I'm going to try and run up on a farm bot and he's going to just break me. You know, it looks so fancy now. It's just the perfect target for a farm bot to be like, blah, 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 comes running over. Saw Khan make a mobile suit mech. Yeah, because of the new turret, because it follows your mouse. That's really sweet. Oops, I did that upside down. Thing's a little too close. There we go. All right, all the embers. Farm bots are like drooling in my slow-mobile. No. Unfortunately, they really do want to kill me. But I want to kill them too, so. I guess that's the way of the world. Oh, my embers are gone. All of them? Need to make one more ember. Is he attacking a cow? Yep. I hear somebody attacking. I'm like, what's happening? Alright, we just need one ember, so we might as well just burn this tree. Come on down. And my toe still hurts. I got my last set of travel things done for TwitchCon. I'm no, sorry, for PAX. Since I live up in Ventura, away from LAX, I have to take a car to LAX, and Mary and I share cars, so it's not like something I can just be like, hey, can you drop me off? Because she'll have school that day. And I have to be at LAX at like 8 a.m. that day. So I gotta catch the freaking shuttle at like 5:30 so I can get there on time. Could have a black car. That car is not black for some reason. Oh, you're talking about on the way to LA? Like, no, my dude, I've been doing that for years. What's for lunch? Actually, I have some... Oh no, Mary said she wanted the other tuna pasta. I'm still gonna do another factor meal. I don't know actually what's there. What I really want to do for lunch, and I'll probably think I'll do tonight off stream because it's midday, is I'm gonna go get a bunch of rice, cook up some pork, and throw a couple meal preps together. That's my goal. Alright, now we can craft more embers out of that. Get as many embers as we can, because that's all we need. Yeah, we should do sitting. Yeah, I know, it's Wednesday, Magdalena, right? I know Mr. Attitude came in with a raid, but I'm halfway out of it today because today is mostly it's my day off. Instead, we're here. It's Sunday. The 2 days I have off. Ooh. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday till September. And so it's a ways away. Actually, right after PAX would be great too, because hold on, I think someone's knocking on my door. Yep, landlord's just letting me know he's leaving. I heard a knock knock too. Okay. I'm like, did you hear that? Someone wished me. I don't have. It's not. Wait. I'm like. I'm now confused. Now we're a whole month ahead. We have a big box of almost seemingly useless glow sticks. I don't think the glow sticks are useful at all. They do give you a gun that you can shoot the glow sticks for, but. Oh, you were just repeating me. Oh. I see. Alright, back to metal 3. How many metal 3s can we have? Looks like we need a little bit more water. New big wheels on the mining car look nice. Ouch. They do look good, actually. But happy unbirthday. Here we go. Happy unbirthday to you. Hello. How you doing, Florolf? Alright, so we have 300. Well, let's get some more water so that we can do a few more. That should be enough for the next step of our turret, at least. I gotta rebalance our turret. I don't know how heavy the turret needs to be for the farm, but the turret on the farm is so freaking heavy. You're teasing me. It's not your fault. It's okay. People just want to celebrate my birthday. I get it. I don't want to shoot him down. Actually, I don't get it. I haven't celebrated my birthday in years, really. I celebrate with you guys only. Mary and I do very low-key birthday. Let's go out for dinner and we'll just talk to nobody. That's fine. Alright, 400 should be enough. Let's go lift up the turret a little bit. Oh, but wait. I genuinely think I want to redesign this thing. I was just talking about this. Like, this gondola style that we got, or this monorail style that we got, it just doesn't really work that well. Let's turn it into a gondola, and let's get a second engine, and let's make this thing go left or right. That's what I think. The Batmobile would look more batty if you used the big wheels on it. Well, the wheel is actually, or the, what do you call it, is kind of hiding it. So maybe I should change the wheels. I thought the wheels look cool with the colors, but since you can't really see the colors, maybe it's no biggie. Oh. Alright, but if we're going to do this, I'm building in some failure rate, okay? So gondola style for me means I'm going to make a little container that we can hang out in. But I need to... What the I forgot you get like some really weird jumpy lag when you stand on things like that sometimes. When you stand on something that's like anchored very far away, that's what happens. And when you move around on it, it's weird. Fuck! Like that. So what I'm going to try and do, maybe I can connect it to this. Hopefully it'll stop that. Do it with the wheels used for the cotton farm. So they have really low friction, but I kind of want friction. I'm not sure. Maybe they'd be better, Minnie. They actually might. The steel crane wheels. It would look more like the correct thing. As long as it actually works, I'll use it, because I think that'll look more like a a gondola. Here, maybe this thing is what's messing me up though too. Make sure that that's not freaking me out. Can I just want to make it one wider, by the way. That's the goal. Come on, click, damn it. Alright. Don't knock me off the side. Why? I never understand what the scientific logic or like game logic to this is. Like, why does it keep pushing me off the side like that? It does that all the time. It's like, I don't know how to prevent it. But what I need to do is one more here. I'm going to remove one extra line in here. So that when we put this gondola up here, it'll be on one line in the middle and just be floating. It'll have extra room on either side for it to not mess up. Hopefully that'll help. And I have found out that in the past, every time you have one specific line on the wall, like just one line, Scrap Mechanic does that same kind of like bounces you around everywhere. So if you can at least do 2, it's better. I feel like I should do 3, but I don't want to add a 3rd line to it just for resources. So that bouncing thing is like, I'm not sure if it needs to be more solid, needs more connection with the ground or less connection, but something about it is really freaking freaky. And it's very annoying. It wants to throw me on the ground constantly. Now it seems to be like stable because I'm not standing over all my stuff. I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, Kristara, you reminded me, it's all about the journey when it comes to Scrap Mechanic, which is totally true. So much of it is just how you want things to work. I was thinking about adding ice in the center too, because ice is also like really low friction, but I don't think it'll help me. Just free floating is probably going to be the best. I was like, yep, that's totally true. Oh, man, my freaking toe hurts. My toe, my toe. No. So I'm not sure if this will help connecting it to this wall. I kind of want to do it just for cuz. What the how? I shouldn't even be able to fit through there. Characters should be able to fit through 3x3s, not 2x2s. It'd be better to start from the other side of it because I'll bounce less. As soon as I'm out of the loadings, like the loading of all my buildings, it seems to work better too. Alright, now it's got a big enough hole for me to fall through. The Batmobile car is just slowly sliding down the hill too because it's so heavy. Alright, I'm not going to try and connect this thing because, hell, I'm not bouncing. I don't know why bouncing. Look back like that? Maybe it's a visual thing? It's like it can't tell where you are. And it seems to actually be worse when you're trying to place stuff down, not so much when you're just running. Like when I try and put that one brick down, it's like, oh no, baby. Can't do that. See? Whoa. Alright, so now it's messing up too. Why? It's like it knows that I'm thinking about adding something. I'm just talking about you messing up. Why are you messing up? What the frick? Game! You're Smalls! I'm not even connecting 2 bases. I just have a line of my monorail from one side to the other. It's like that's all I'm trying to do. Connect that monorail. Actually, I want to make it 1 wider, Fox. It was 2. I want it 3. Stop. Don't do it. Quit it. Don't move. Don't mess up. But why? Why are you messing up now? No! Why? What the fox? I don't understand. Makes no sense. You know what I need? I need a car that like throws me up in the way. That's not fair. Gravity isn't what beat me. The game is beating me. I feel like everything in this game can easily be changed and be like, okay, I need a machine to do this for me. Made this similar thing. It's really cool. You're thinking of gondola style too? Oh. I guess I don't actually need to be up there. I should probably put my... Maybe if I put this thing down there. Maybe if I put my scrap mechanic lift up there, it'll keep me from falling. I'm like, do I want to go all the way out here and try? I think I'm just going to go this way. Because there's less lag on this side. For some reason, there's much less lag on this side. Wheels on the side to hug the rails. Do you have any issues with that? Does it bounce off? I've tried a couple different styles over the years. When I tried the wheels on both sides, I tried it without suspension, and I tried it with suspension, and eventually it just broke away, and I had to reset it. But it was a good system, but then it broke away and had to reset it again. It seems like every system I've tried has that kind of eventual failure rate. You play a little bit with it and mess with it, and then it loads in, and every once in a while a wheel sticks through the wall. And you're like, all right, that's not what I want, but as long as you can reset it quickly and easily, no big deal. Which is where I'm at too. It's not super challenging, but... Alright. Don't knock me off the side. See, this side has much less lag. I think there's just less things for it to load in. So maybe just going from this direction will be easier. Big four wheels, Tom. 4 wheels on the side. The rail is a 2x2 cube. I think that's actually probably where I went wrong. You have a 2x2 cube as a rail. I had a 1x1. And I think it just, every once in a while, would either squeeze it too hard or the two wheels would kind of like merge in the game's mind. Like, that's not at all helpful. Right now, I'm trying a slightly different style, but I think it'll work better than the one I'm currently using. Whether or not it'll be an improvement in the long run, I don't know. Because sometimes you do this and then you're like, I destroyed the simple mechanism and made it more complicated, and now my shit stopped working. I hated when you use the piston to push the wheels on it. Understood. The pistons, honestly, still in my mind, the pistons are one of the worst break your map things. If you can use bearings, great. Even bearings have some issues, but pistons often will just go like, hey, we're just hanging out, and then next thing you know, they're like wacky waving, arm waving, inflatable tube men. They're like, we get a sale on cars over here. Nope. You can play it. I have not. Multiplayer public is not something I'm interested in from a lag standpoint, Fox. It'd be fun to play. What I really wanted to is I really wanted to play with like one other person or 2 other people. Even 2 people I think makes too many creations in the game for it to not be great. I think there's some things that are awesome about it, but mostly you have to be okay with dealing with lag. You're just like, okay, every once in a while, the game's going to be really, really low poly. And that means that you have to make sure that the people that are there are also very well aware that everything you can do to clean up the world is really beneficial. Every time you kill a bot and you leave his spine on the ground, it'll cause lag. Every time you do like a couple of things in a point of interest and you drop a couple resources by like breaking a tree, it will cause lag. And they stay forever. Those pieces of tree around your map stay forever. Same things with like raids. Every time you do a raid, it's going to cause a lot of spines. So if you're playing with people that understand cleaning up the world is imperative for everything else, I don't think it's that bad. But like I remember playing and I came around the corner one time and there was just like a bunch of metal that someone was supposed to be collecting that they dropped, or like something broke mid-time and they couldn't get back to it. And you couldn't even go on that side of the map. So sometimes it's cool and sometimes it's just the way it is. The multiplayer in Scrap is lacking, but still the ideas that you can play with friend is great. Having interactions where you could break each other is also still fun. Spaghettified pistons. See, this side is much less laggy once we get past this middle point. In fact, okay, that's at least that wide. Like, I want to make sure everything is at least double solid, triple solid. And I wonder if we should just connect this to the ground where it gets all freaky. See if that doesn't solidify some of my walking. It's really that one spot right off the side of our base, above the top of these little scrap farmers. So I'm trying to give complete less friction completely. All I want to do is make a 3 wide gap in the middle of this, and I found that having 2 wide at least helps everything stay strong. So I'm trying to get rid of this 3 wide gap in the middle, and then I'm going to hang a gondola off the middle so that it doesn't hit either side. Uh-oh, things just loaded in, which makes me think I'm going to start to get all funky. So I'll keep working on this before I get knocked off. Wonder how well ice on ice would move with a booster, without a booster, with no wheels or anything like that. I mean, I think the question is all about friction, like many questions on Earth. But I don't know how well it works versus how much power you can get to it. Hey, Super Red. Good morning, Red. Good to see ya. All right, we got that connected. All right, so it has less issues this time than it did last time, loading from this side. So something about the loading or leaving the loading is the issue. As things deload. Alright, we're starting to get bumpy here. So I think what we should do is try and add a support pole to the outside of it. This will be my support pole. Let's hope that works. A rate of more than 1! Welcome in, more than 1! Good to see you, Red, and others. If you don't know me, Super Red's a cool streamer. I've been seeing him for years, and he's continuing to grow. We're all trying to do our best. How's your day today, man? How's Fortnite treating you? That's just a hard one to get noticed in, for sure. But that was where I started, Red. Played me some Fortnites with the friends. Alright, and we're going to try a second support pole to there. Because I don't care if it's going to work or not. I think doing something is better than doing nothing. Come on. There we go. Oof. It's so nerve-wracking to hang over the corner like that. Alright, one thing that I'm very careful with, and I don't know if everybody else is, I don't know if anybody has any input on how good or bad it is too, but I'm careful to make sure that this thing is not connected to my base. I wanted to make sure it's not physically connected. No! Because if it is physically connected, then if anything breaks, the whole thing breaks. But if it's not physically connected, then if it breaks, it's the only thing that breaks. Someone that once said to paint some lines into long sections to break it up. To paint something in it, to make it like feel a little different. That, I wonder if that has any bearing on it. Okay. I'll take any advice I can get when it comes to that stuff. If you remove one block like the one left, you can... Oh, yeah, remove one. Oh, that's smart. so you can click in like a safer area. I forget how quickly it is to just left click, right click, remove stuff. Not a big fan of heights. To be honest, not also a big fan of heights. I'm getting better, but was never my favorite. Ow, I was just pushing my toe into the ground. My toe. It hurts. Good news. Good news and bad news. If anybody knows me, yesterday I broke my toe, or the other day I broke my toe, and last night I messaged my mom, said something this morning, she messaged me back, and she's like, hey, and I didn't tell her about my toe. She just messaged me, and my mom was like, hey, I broke my toe on the ottoman. It jumped out and attacked me when I was walking past. And I was like, you broke your toe? You cursed me. I broke my toe. It's her fault. You got some wins too. Hell yeah. It's been a while. I used to have a couple wins, but it's been a little while since I've checked, man. I don't think I could do very well anymore. But I used to like me some fork knife. All right, that'll be supported down there. Family bonding. She's known to been, my whole life, she's been hurt. The best thing to do is to use different blocks altogether. So use 2 stretches of stone, 2 stretches of wood. Oh, wait. Really? To help really break up the... You're talking about the lag shit. Or, sorry, lag stuff. Sorry, I shouldn't. Okay, well... I could come back and delete some stuff and remake some stuff. Redo some stuff with wood. That wouldn't be the worst idea. I will try and do that in the future, though. On YouTube, they're saying go like 2 runs like that, like 1 run of wood, 1 run of wood, and then, or 2 of wood, and then 2 of stone, and 2 of wood, and 2 of stone. To keep it completely different. I wonder if I can do something. I guess cement is pretty similar, but adding that support on the corner did seem to help the little jumpiness. Maybe mine's not too far. Doesn't seem like it matters out here, though. Like, for some reason, this side, compared to the other side, this side's a little longer, but for some reason, this side doesn't have any lag. Maybe it's just the amount of points of interest around, or the amount of things from my house being loaded in at the same time. Yeah, good idea. And you can do it at any time, of course. Especially if you have a really weird area of a lot of lag, I could probably go back and just deal with that area. I feel like 5 stretches. Cool. Wow, that's actually really good to know. Really good to know. I will change my world a little bit with that. Put a single line of metal and it fixed the bridge. Shakiness. I think to their point, it's just breaking up the pattern. So a single line of metal specifically might not help the shakiness. It might just be because you've added something different to help break up the pattern. Because I think the way the game works too is it's thinking of it all as one specific piece. Like if I break off one side and then break off the other side, it thinks of it as one piece, which I don't know if it thinks of it like that when it's loaded up there, but I think that makes it weird to think where your creations are on that piece. That's why I think you jump around a lot on your buildings. All right. Gondola, mostly done. Yeah, it's strange like that. Huge chunk, 1 blocks. All right, so now we have enough room to make the 1 gondola seat in the middle. We need to go get, well, let's just run back. So the idea is push a button, it rolls one direction. I don't know if we'll have a sensor turn it off, but probably be easiest. We just have a sensor on the top pointing at a little bar, and if it goes past that bar, it'll shut off the engine. So we'll have the engine be turned on by 2 different sensors, or 2 different buttons, and a sensor that turns it off. So for instance, if we push the sensor to go to the farm, it will hit a little whatever, trigger to turn it off. And then the next time we get back into the gondola, we'll hit the other go, so it'll bring us back to the other spot. You can color sensor it, but you have to level it up. And I wouldn't say waste, but I'd have to level it up and add more component kits to it. So I can just do it without doing that. Yeah, I normally do weld it. I don't know why this one wasn't, because I ran out for a minute. But that really helps. And a good note for everybody else too. If you're not welding, you should be welding your cars to the walls most of the time. It stops most of the lag from them bumbling around. And most of the creations, like the farming creations, have a bunch of things moving around. This thing specifically has nothing on it that is like, no bearings other than the wheels, no weird mechanical movements. So it just is what it is. But it helps. Every little bit helps. Oh, upside down. Damn it, car. Supposed to be right side up. Here, we'll just go from here. It's a real sick design. I spent my time yesterday messing around with that. I like it. Yeah, it feels really like the first time I saw those triangle blocks, I was like, oh, we got to make some curves. We got to do something with the triangle blocks, something that we can like accentuate, and I just had to do it. But it worked out pretty well. All right, so you're going to change completely. We don't need a seat anymore. In fact, we'll take this out completely. I can use this just for height, I guess. Yeah, can figure that out. The mobile throw, it really doesn't go very fast. The slow mobile. Okay, I think I like these blocks too. They just look kind of to me like... I like these too. But these blocks kind of look like a gondola style to me. So we'll build it here. Four wide. Probably that wide. We need a little extra to stand on it. But I won't have more people showing up. It'd be mostly me. That's probably big enough. Maybe one more on the side. Alright, 1, 2 in the middle, 4 on the overlap there, 4 on the overlap there. I don't need to be completely square, so I kind of like it a little bit rectangle. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we can connect it to the top. And then we'll just make sure that this has enough room. So it'll drop down there. That's actually a nicer looking platform too. Alright, so this should be 1 above. Is that 2 in the middle? Oh, right. We have 3 in the middle up top. Oh, good call. Completely forgot because I was looking at the bottom that we went to 3. Here, let's do this just for that visual understanding for me later. I really forgot that as we're sitting there trying to figure it out. Zebra car that doesn't go far with the thruster. Nope. It just kind of hangs out. I like that the thruster doesn't affect it at all, though. It looks cool, but it just goes nowhere. All right. So like I said, I wanted to make sure this thing isn't connected to my wall just so I don't have to worry about it. And it's nice and cleaned and cut off. Good, good. Now we need to go one more out this far side so that it's actually even. That would have been fun later on being like, why is this thing not working? All right, now, how do we make this thing look? Actually, it probably should have wire walls. A gondola style look normally has, oh, you know what? There's some pretty cool glass panels. There was, not that thing. Where's the glass walls that we got? They were like the very end. One of the second to last things we got, really. Not those. This. Scaffolding plastic wall. So we need some more plastic. Yep. Let's snag a few more crude oil for plastic. That was the wrong thing to take, but that is okay with me. We didn't actually paint this thing yet, have we? I mean, we painted the body. The body actually is black, even though it doesn't look black. Very frustrating. Just to turn the corner. Oh, look, another corner. What the? The thing blew up and knocked me out of my own car? I don't know if I like those things. Did it? It didn't break anything I like, did it? Good. See, this is the problem with being slightly far away. Because you have to wait for it to load up whenever you come back. Not that big a deal, but... It'd be nice to just come back and have that loaded. I could stand here and save myself loading time next time, but nah. Tree! How'd that tree get skinned? Because I didn't farm it. Oh yeah, more than one sucker, so it fills faster. That's right, that's what people were saying yesterday. And I was like, eh. But that would help. Instead of 8 filled to like the giant chest, the extra large chest, and just walk over and it just goes like... fills everything up in one shot. Whoa, that thing really sucks. Alright, you. More plastic. It sucks so good. Well. Oh, I love it. I love the thruster, Black Eye. That's one of my favorite additions to it. The only thing better than one thruster is two thrusters. Oh man, this thing is not going to be completely even on that side. Guess we'll have to switch it. Dang. The walls are going to have to be uneven because literally this piece is even and we have it 3 by 3, so it's got to be an uneven piece for it to work. So it won't work. Maybe we could do it on the side. We'll just have to add maybe one more piece to the front. Yep. Add one more out here. Either add one more or remove one more. Just that doesn't look that great. I thought it was going to look so cool. I just feel like I'm in a cage. Instead, I want something that's more like a fence along the outside of it. There's also other pieces I could put in the middle. There's some crane pieces. Some crane floors and stuff. We have some glow-up floors too, but the glow-up floors are like, eh. The crane floors I know are heavy as shit. Crane loading floor. The packing table is less weight. Could put me up there on the packing table. Or a metal storage floor. Let's see that. There's a fence somewhere. I'm not sure what it's called. I mean, there's these kind of fences I kind of like. The net frames. I think that's probably what I'll use. Just for the cosmetic nature of them. Oh wow, that thing is humongous. I thought it was going to be 4 different corners and I was gonna you know, piece them all together. That thing's huge. If only that actually did fit the size that I need. That's like the same size as those. Like a wire fence. Yeah, I think I'll probably use those. What else would I want for a gondola? Kind of like the idea of it holding from a crane. But it's not going to look like that. We'll do one hook block. Maybe it will look like that. Hey, what's up, club? I saw your shopping cart look pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's all. Oh wait, I didn't grab the pieces I wanted. I wanted to grab those crane floor pieces, just see if they would layer in there correctly. Or the staircase landing. Those are good pieces. No. Damn. That also isn't like even. That would be a good piece. I mean, it's even. It's all. I'm trying to make an odd shaped piece, so I need it to be odd. What about these? Maybe the steel pallet would look good. A bottom of a sign? You mean the stop signs? They look kind of industrial underneath it. Hi, it's me. How you doing, Chase? Damn. Again. That will almost fit. It'll fit in the middle. Okay, so at least we got one thing. That'd be kind of cool. We could do 2, 1 on either side, and then 1 in the middle. Alright, I think I'll do that, just because it'll give it a little bit difference. Or the welcome sign. Welcome sign actually looks kind of cool, but... Where'd that thing go? It's like shop blinds. I haven't done any of those things. That feels like new pieces to me. Starting a new world where I'm only allowed to use cardboard blocks as materials. Do you think I'm cooked? I think it'll be a challenge. Where's that steel pallet? I should probably just Google steel. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Ditech? Welcome back. Yeah, it's a fun challenge. I'm playing the new Mortal Shell. Highly recommend you play it. Great Souls game. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to check that out soon. I've had a few people bring that up to me, and I'm not ignorant. I think I need to get there. One way or to other. I haven't done the animal with the baby walk yet. What am I working on right now? I'm making a gondola to go back and forth to my farm. And I had a monorail, but I've decided to change it to something a little bit more different. A little bit more different. That's all. So now I need something for like poles on the side. I like these in the middle. And I'm just kind of like messing with it to see what I can do in a design sense. I do like those little fence for the walls. Parts. It's like wire fence. Let's see if they can fit on there. Need to make me a Discord server so people can show off their crazy builds or something? I would love that, Pete. Try !datcord in the chat. Because Discord was getting a couple bots that kept showing up. But if you want, it can get you entrance immediately by typing the .datcord. Damn, that also won't go completely across. That one will be even, though. No! Oh, DAT for some reason. I sent you on the wrong direction. Hold on. There we go. Like, ah, whoops. Yeah, I think I want it halfway up, though. That's just better. Not all the way up there. And then no matter what we do, this isn't going to be completely on point. It's either going to be a little bit off or a little bit off. A little bit off or a little bit off. Unless we make it one longer, but nah, we're just going to keep working on this. Oh, what I didn't like, Chase, is I had an engine powering all 4 wheels. So now I'm going to have 2 engines. One engine will power 2 wheels in the front, and the other one will power the 2 wheels in the front. I thought about this before, but really the problem was... Actually, what I think I'm going to do is spin it around. Yeah. The problem was... When you have the electric engines and they're not on, they work like a basic brake. You think there's a workaround for it? What's your idea? I wanted to use logic gates for it, but you can't have a logic gate trigger an engine the same way that I thought I could. Maybe the stair steps for poles? Stair steps? I saw that, and that's what I was thinking about earlier. I don't know how big these are, though. Why not glass walls? They didn't fit evenly. I might have to add some glass panels, but that's why. Actually, that'll look pretty good. I might have to add some, like, custom glass panels is what I mean. Nothing really crazy with ice, no. I like the slip slide nature of it, though. The friction is kind of crazy. That'd be cool. To get the electric motor to drive forward and backward with logic, you can use 2 inline bearings that will make it not break. Just use 2 bearings stacked together, and what do they just spin up in one direction when they're going, and it doesn't really matter? And then in the other direction, it'll keep it from spinning? Or it'll spin freely? Is that what you mean? Sorry if I'm just asking the technology, but I'm like... Yeah, okay. And then one of them is powered, and the other one isn't? Okay. I will do that. There's a workaround. Working on your ramp with a skybox with a clay gun. Actually, I really didn't know that. I'm glad you've thrown a few of those things to me. Where is that? Scaffolding plank. I actually kind of want to build stuff out of that, but... What was that support? I think it was just called support, so... It was not. One is forward, the other one's backwards. Oh, I didn't even think that would matter, but okay, that makes sense. I thought being free floating would be just be like, eh. There you go. Scaffold ledger. Okay, it's a ledger. All right, now we need at least one entrance. And then do we want it to spin? Because, I mean, this thing could break here and then open. Otherwise, I think actually we should have this side be the exit. Just walk off the other side. That's how you make your car drift. The back has 4 bearings. 1 engine powers the front, 2 in the back. Then you have an extra engine that gives the extra speed, so it drifts. Really? Wow. That's some big brain thought process, too. So that means actually... So I don't really need to switch this up. Actually, you know what? I'm still going to keep doing it because I liked the idea. That means I only need 2 wheels is what I was thinking. But I like the idea of 4 wheels. It'd be fine. I'll have 2 wheels pulling it from one direction, 2 wheels pulling from the other direction. Does that work, Lavius? Does that still work if you have... Yeah, let's see how it works. I think we'll just build it all in there. It'll be fine. I have to test it to see it, and sometimes I just don't know, you know? Like, I want my brain to see it. That makes sense? I gotta find some piece that swings that. Maybe the other piece swings differently or has like a slightly different footprint, the other fence piece. Like, all day long, people can do things for you in this game, and you cannot know how they're built. This one, the net frame hatch. I know, dude. The games that bring scrap mechanic people out are great. There's other games like this too, but this is unique. I've never tried playing like Kerbal Space Program, but it's another one I've thought of as people that like smart people show up while I see people playing it. Oh. Solid net block. That's also what's intimidating about the game too, though. I really feel it's quite intimidating. Everyone seems helpful. It's really helpful. It's just silly sometimes when somebody points out something that I'm like, yeah, yep, you're right. Would have been, oh yeah, would have been better if I did that. So that looks a little bit too tall, but it could be our door. We have 2 together. They could open at me. I think that'll look nicer. Because otherwise, I could open up this. It's got a smaller footprint. That'll be better. And then we'll have like something here that connects for the door to open. Fine. Get out of my way. Let me in. Perfect. I didn't realize you were connected. Whoops. I didn't realize they were just free floating. Hey, get out of here. Alright, let's surround it with... I guess we might as well surround it with glass, because glass looks cool. Call this my Wonkavator. I know it's armored glass rather than regular glass, but... Should we stack these? Yes, we should. All right. There's our little cage. I mean, I like it though. It's a, apparently a cage. How you doing, Jess? Sorry, I wasn't even looking up. Powered it by chasing corn. Yeah, do you think you could do a piston engine with walk? Not only that, did you try not the walk powered, but the glow bug powered one? People used to glow bug power everything. I saw a couple guys glow bug power monorails. You just put a glow bug in the bottom, and the glow bugs will push against things, and you want to put cardboard far enough away, and the glow bug pushes against the world, and he pushes the thing, and you can have things powered by glow bugs. But I'm not sure if they're still in it or not, but that's how you used to be able to do it. Alright, so it needs to hang from the bottom, but I think I want a roof. Or it needs to hang from the middle. I think I want a roof up there. I don't know if I want it just like free floating. Ooh, actually, I kind of like this idea, but I don't think it was going to be even, right? If only. We're off by one, and I really don't want the weight to be all messed up. Just put a creeper in it from Minecraft. Thanks for entertaining. All right, enjoy dinner. Thank you for the tips, too. I don't think I would have figured that out about the two engines. What else do we want for a roof up there? Ceiling ventilation? That looks like a good roof piece. Sound isolation. You wanted something that makes them tumble and not die. Large sound isolations. No, it's still off. Could be that way, though. It's just not going to fit. I think we have to make a custom fit piece for the top. Instead of me trying to fit something like this up there. Oh, wait about that vent, though. Maybe the vent is slightly rectangle. It just needs to be odd on one side and even on the other. And I think they're both even. Yeah, it's a square vent. I don't know if there's anything in here that is odd on one side and even on the other. That looks square. Like something that looks like a vent. Vent frame. There we go. Another metal window. Can't tell if that's actually different or not. Ooh, another vent grid. Vent window, vent grid. All like pieces that you gotta try out, I think, to see if they work or not. Hey, get out of the way. Oh, yep, that'll work. We'll do 2 of those. How are you doing today, Jess? Are you streaming tonight? With Mary gone, I feel like I gotta do something else other than sit in the house. So tonight I'll probably leave the house again. Oh, my toe just hurt again. Alright, let's make one more layer up in the air because I feel like where it's at, it just needs an extra layer to connect those things. Here, and here. And then this connects like that. And actually, yeah, we'll go the other direction. connects like that. Perfect. Look at us. Alright, I like our little gondola so far. Toe, that toe? Yeah, I keep standing on it by accident. I don't really mean to, but... It's off-center? What do you mean it's off-center? It's on-center. Oh, we're good. Oh, wait. It's not off-center. Or it's not on-center. It's off-center. I'm like, what do you mean? Thank you. There we go. Now it's on. You're gonna add seats? Actually, I probably should add some little seats, but normally I'm thinking I would stand, but that's actually not a bad idea. Wow, this thing is much bigger than I thought. This little crane hook. That's not going to be as helpful as I thought. Unless the gondola goes up in the air more. Because that's going to add too much friction. Hey, Garge. Maybe we could bring it up in the air more. Add this to, like, the hook. Alright, this actually needs to go down one layer, right? So if I drop that, that's where it should land always, right here. So I'm building this to actually not be in the way, but I want to make sure I have the spacing right for where the tires should go. Yeah, it looks cool. Right. Step 1. Let's see. Put some of those things away. I guess we'll just use the... Oops, sorry. I guess we'll just use the basic... Oh, we could add these. That'd be kind of fun. What is down the stairs in the middle of the building? Nothing. This is just so I can use it to build stuff. It's like a mechanics bay in a garage. I often put my controllers underneath the car, and then I want to see the controllers move. And every time you try and put them on a lift, it holds the controllers static. So I just have it so I can just drive the cars over and manipulate the controllers and then see how they look and go back and go back. I just wanted a mechanical bay. But there's nothing specific down there. Yeah, that's a cable car. So we'll go right. I want it to sit right here. I don't want it to sit any lower. So I want to build the tires to connect to that. I'm not sure if this is going to look good or not, but let's give this a shot. Where'd that... Oh, did I put that away? Where'd that crane... I just clicked on that crane thing. I thought it was going to go into my inventory space, and I put it there. Actually, I think that'll be pretty cool. I hope that doesn't actually get in the way. The problem is this crane, like, it does have collision. Let's see if I do this. See, it's hitting that. Because it's actually 3 wide. So we could bring it up in the air and have these floating in the middle. If I have 1, then we just need to step up here. So I think I'm going to do that. Because I think it'll look cooler to have this thing floating a little bit. Have those lights be in the middle. Have the crane up top. Let's make another one. I just need a small step upstairs to get to it. So I don't have to redo the whole thing. So they both go in that direction. That's still okay, though. Gimme wheels. You were saying, I'm not sure if I want to use the crane wheels or the... These things seem to work really well because of their size. So I'm just going to stick with them for now. No, I'm just winging it. We did a couple little mini tests, and now we're testing to see how we do. With some plastic streets, because driving on plastic is super smooth. Is it? I actually didn't know that either. All right, let's see. So this is 3x3. We need to go over one and hold these wheels. Right, just one. Oh, can only connect to the top. That's okay. Is that where the wheel should be? Yeah, I think it needs to go down one. So I'm not sure if I can do that. In order to do that, I think I would need to add the two wheels to the front and back. Because I need this thing. Well, I guess I could do it like this. I would need it to be right here, huh? That's where I need it to be connected to. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work. It needs to be connected right where this freaking thing is. Maybe we connect one wheel on one side, one wheel on the other. I don't know if that's going to be enough to actually do what I want to do. That would mean only one wheel is powering it. It'd save us on gas. It has a middle point, too. It's starting to piss me off. I'd be like that. See, that's why what I would like is so that both will go forward or backward, but I don't know. We can't do that, right? Oh, no, I lied. We already said how we could do that. I'm dumb. Be smarter, Zeeb. All right, hold on. Let's make some connections in the middle of this. Something that looks more industrial than it is. I think I can figure it out. You're gonna have a clothing store for all your garment boxes, hardware store for your schematic boxes. That's smart. Let's see. So it needs to have only one pole. We need to connect to the top of the crane, move inward, and then like dip down a little bit. So something with like something that looks like steel support. That might not be a bad idea. Maybe like a bracket or something. It might be too wide, but. Oh no, that's one wide. Sweet. That'll look great. It looked like I did that on purpose. Yeah. Steel support on the other side. Not dumb, just forgot. What do you mean? I'm trying to work on my terrible self-image of that stuff. Or negative self-talk. I gotta work on the negative self-talk. Right. I saw some really good TikTok about that. It was like, some guy goes, He goes, my roommate's a therapist, so we're going to figure this out. And he walks in and he goes, hey, Ethan. I don't remember the guy's name. How do I love myself more? And the guy goes, man, okay, heavy question. Like, okay. Does the plastic grip have more, or the plastic block have more grip for the wheels? Do you know? You know what? I can look at the friction, but. Alright, so then this will fit 2 by 2, and I need to go down 3. So that's where I want the wheel connected. How come that's not connected in the middle like I thought it was? I guess it doesn't really matter. The wheel can be a little bit forward or a little bit backwards. Or maybe we can connect the 2 wheels like I thought, and I'm just being stupid. Stop bouncing around. So I think these things, yeah, they can't go there because they'll hit each other. Damn, I really like the way that thing looks, but it's not going to work like that. Not stupid. Right. All right, we'll do this from the center. I know what I'll do. I'll rearrange. And it'll still work. I think. Too much stuff in my inventory. What am I, stupid? Oh, sorry. Alright, let's see if that's enough room. Okay, crane in the top. Be nice if we could flip that around. I don't think we can. That's okay. So now the crane supports this way? This way. Now I gotta get a support for those wheels that'll connect out to here. Then we can put the 4 wheels together. And we need some weird support in the center for that. Something that looks appropriate. Any other steel support brackets? Like this? I think that's too big. We need a 2 by 2. This is a 4 by 4. Yep. That is okay, though. We'll find a piece. We'll find a piece that fits. I swear. Don't you start yelling at me. That looks tiny. Is this a 1 by 1? Ooh, it's a 2 by 2. By 3. That'll work, though. Oh, it won't. Because it won't fit in the middle. Damn. Close. It would be so nice to know the dimensions before you craft it. I wish they gave you a little AutoCAD style like connection. 3 by 3 by 7. So you could be like, oh yeah, okay, no. Because you really have no clue when looking at it here until you've experienced it once or twice, and then you know. We could use these. Oh yeah, these pieces will probably work pretty good. The industrial beams. You want to test the plastic and stuff? It's just insane to drive on. The friction feels perfect. I think I'll make my front entrance out of plastic then. Sand too, drives great. Everything else feels like it has some really weird hiccups and bumps. A duct holder. Quack, quack. Let's put those away. We're not using those. This. And what was the other thing we made? That. Kind of want to use that for something. It's a cool idea, but it's not really going to work. It's a rocket gondola. You just shoot me off into space. That would be a fun gondola. I mean, you know, to watch, not to join. What about a ventilation drum? That sounds good, although, again, it might be too big. Want like a giant Tokyo Drift style garage? Oh my god, it's huge. I should start placing these things around here so I can look at it and be like, no, that's how big that is. Well, I guess we'll just have to make something that connects. I don't want to use that. These kind of wires look cool, but every time I try and use something like that, it breaks. I hit it with my hammer and it just smashes in front of my face. Oh, what about a brick? That cement brick. That's probably exactly the piece I need. It's like something my dad would pick up. Oh, you know what? You know what? It actually does work. Yeah. Here, go grab those cement bricks. Make sure this thing fits. Alright. That'll work. A second one. Another hollow concrete, huh? Free spinning wheels. Propulsion is just two-way thrusters. Alright, we need to get ourselves the connection to the wheels. So all we need to do is... I think I just need one of those bars that splits. Like kind of the basic bars. These things are actually really versatile, but kind of boring. Alright, so that will go up to the top. We might need one of these. We need two of these. Two of these. Actually, the thruster could probably just point in different directions. Just like, which way you want to go? You want to go home? Pfft. I had that in my other world, but it also... it didn't work as well as you'd hoped. It did get hung up quite a bit, but I had the thruster kind of like maxed out. So it might have been user error a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I still think actually we need to go up in the air a little bit more. Because this thing needs to be down one more. So that the crane can be up in the air. What the frick? So that the crane can be up in the air. Otherwise the crane's going to drag on that middle piece. Oh yeah, I was thinking about adding suspension. Do they need it? I had suspension on it before. I'm not sure if they do. There we go. Now, we could add suspension to this, but it'll be too heavy, so we'll switch it for this. That'll bring it up in the air though, won't it? At least a little bit. Probably all we need to keep this thing floating. Oh, I guess I can't see that from here. Alright, that's going to go left and right. left and right. Let's see if this thing will actually work the way we... Oh, it needs to go out one more, though. Let's see if we have enough space, or if it's going to mess up. Yeah, that looks like should be good. Be nice to possibly have one extra bit of space. So I'm thinking about making it go up in the air just a little tiny bit more. Adding one little pip to that so it has room. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, I guess I have to add this up here, huh? That's too far away. We want this here and here. There we go. Actually, is there any other colored pieces we want to add to the top just to look fancy? Does this thing fit? Or, no, it does fit. Oh wait, but it won't fit. It only fit this way. Which might be too high. Yeah, that's not great. Doesn't even look very good. Just joined. Did you finish the conveyor belt for ingots? I did not finish it. No, I didn't. I've been having... I kind of walked away after hitting one hiccup, and I haven't gone back. Although we figured out how to fix the hiccup. But I haven't gone back to it, no. Belt's on hold. I had a couple of people show me a few things that they made that were much simpler, and I started to overthink the belt. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do the belt. Maybe I should rethink the belt. Maybe I'll change the belt. We're just going to go up like this. I think that looks fine. We'll take this. Uh-oh. Can't tip this over because of the wheels. There we go. Put this back here really quick. And let's grab this. That's why I hate... Oh. Damn, I can't get up there, can I? What can I do while still holding this? I have to do this. Won't be that bad, though. Alright, you. What about the... Stamp! Damn it, you little scrap man. Why can't you... Ugh. Go the way I want you. There you go. Alright, question. Is this all connected the way I want? It is. Good. Yeah. Enough space. Enough room. Everything looks good. I added those extra bearings. I did not add the extra bearings. Damn it, Zebra. We've just discussed this. We've just discussed this. Add the extra bearings. There you go. This goes here. Now we got a bearing. Now this. Now an extra bearing. Bearing. What the hell? I just snuck a bearing in up above. Didn't realize you could do that. Alright, now wheels. Alright, now back here. Take all these out of here, add the extra bearings in the middle. Don't mess things up. You. There. And here. Back to here. Then this. Then this. Then this. Okay. In a video you did a single thruster from workshop. One canister is not enough to get from one side to the other. Yeah, the fuel is so much for the thrusters. Is it upgraded fully too? Alright, cool. Let me in. Come on, let me in. Alright, so now we got to see if it works. Drop that down. It looks like it's kind of working. Just not moving. That's all the way to level 5 too, huh? Alright, so that drops us right at the right spot. Damn, I actually don't want it. I want this thing up in the air more. So that those... I like reversed what I needed. I want the crane further away from the center. Not the wheels further away. That's what I need to switch that. At least we can just switch it really quickly. So how do I get that thing to be like further away, even one more than it is? Can I bring the wheels down more? I guess we just go up even further. And you're still connected. Just making sure. All right, now we got to put a weird platform underneath here so that we can continuously drop that thing off whenever we want to. Go about that far down. That might be too high. Let's see over here. There we go. All right, so now it's down further than it needs to be. I need to push the wheels down further. I'm dumb. I'm like, what the hell? I'm pushing this thing up. I need to push the wheels up, like, further down. Shh. Quiet. You know, physics. Can you adjust the suspension? Yeah, the suspension... Oh, is it on 0? Hold on, that might actually be a bigger issue, huh? Yeah, we could make that stronger. I'm not sure how much further that'll push it up, but... That's part of it. So the first thing I wanted was a little extra clearance for some of the wheels, which we brought up in the air, and I did want that. But then the rest of it, I do want the wheels to be slightly more pushed down, so I might have to add an extension to those. I don't know. But I'm going to test to see if it's just the suspension first. Oh, I didn't add these. You could even just upgrade the suspension. I kind of want the suspension pretty mushy, though. But I think this thing is heavier than I thought. Yeah, I still think I want the crane, like, further away from everything else. We'll just have, instead of the crane being up there, we'll have we have the wheels pushed down one more. Do I know if there's a way to stop warehouses from blowing up? I don't think there is. I think that's a baked-in mechanic. So you can loot it to the last block. No, I think they don't want you to loot it to well, I don't know if they want you to or don't want you to, but I think they want you to work differently for it. What's new? Flyer, I can use to stay on air, and you can walk on the flyer to refill. Not sure if this actually will have the right spacing, but we'll try. I always liked to loot the warehouse. That's why I liked my old Scrap Mechanic videos. I mean, not that I liked mine. Of course I liked my videos, but that's why I spent so much time in Scrap Mechanic in the past, was looting the warehouses. That was the most fun that I had in the game. Now it feels like there's certain things you can get from the warehouses, but they're not even that unique. There's nothing like, oh, I guess there's one piece I found so far, and there's probably more pieces, but there's one piece I found so far that you can't learn, that you get only from the warehouse. I almost want to like bring this out further so it's not clipping the crane, but we'll have to wait to see if the crane actually is an issue or not. Oh, do you know there is a way? You need to time it perfectly. Use lift to go down the floor, which is about to blow up. And the timer will be stuck at 0. Oh, it's like a risk it for the biscuit type deal. Like you're either going to do it or you're going to die. Some of those things actually really help you if you have like lots of lag too. So if you play in multiplayer, it might actually give you a bigger window. One too many. I'm like, wait a minute. Counting wrong. Yeah, that's what I used to do. That warehouse raid where you just used to go and hammer it and blow stuff up. Those are the only videos I really did. RBT. I did like a whole bunch of YouTube videos for that, and it took me a long time to figure out, but I wanted to like share the knowledge and like how far you needed to push the explosion and where the range was and everything like that. It was really fun. There we go. All right, now it sits where I want it to sit. Up in the air a little tiny bit. The crane is actually not resting on the thing, so it's not going to give nearly as much friction, and it's mid-air. So, first step, let's add this freaking engine. We're going to need something to trigger that too, so we'll need to add some conveyor belts, or some controllers. We'll put the engine up above. We need a second engine too, don't we? One engine going one way, one engine going the other. I wonder if I can make a second. Yeah, second electric engine. I probably have one. Don't I? Yeah, I got 2 from the warehouse last time. Dummy. Wish you could cancel stuff. You need a nap today? Actually, I should get myself a little bit of lunch, but I just went straight through. We don't have that much time left, though. I'm not going to go... Oh, it's already 4 hours in. Shh. 4 hours in! What? No wonder I only do 8-hour streams. I'll put the engines up here to... Let's put the engines up here to avoid shit. With a jump scare? Actually, you know what? We could put them up here in the middle. I think that's probably the best. That way they won't bother anything. Also, they'll be on the correct weight. Level 1 will upgrade you once. So this engine, although we need a switch. Probably put the fuel down below. That's not balanced, is it? Nope. Alright, so now that's at least balanced in the middle. Forgot lunch? Well, lunch. You know, it's all a question of who you want to eat. I don't know. Alright, put that down there. That way I can replace it if I need to. It's a little bit further out. I don't even have any lunch today. I have Factor. I don't really want to make... I want to, like, go make some food. I just didn't want to get out of the house until... I already went and walked downtown, and my foot didn't hurt so much, which was good. I was thinking about doing some meal prep, yeah. Alright, this will go to the gnat spot. And this will go back to this spot. Alright, so you will turn on one of these engines, and you will turn on the other engine. So that should stop it from working, at least. And you will feed this engine and this engine. And then this engines will feed... we'll have this do the inside ones. And then the small engine will do the outside ones. Outside ones will go to the right. Inside ones will go to the left. Okay. Perfect. Locked variable, locked variable. Now we got to make sure the engines are faster than they are. They both should be, let's say, yeah, right in the middle. That's right in the middle. Now we got to put some here. Little battery. And then we need one controller. Yeah, one controller. And I fell inside here. Alright, controller level 1 needs at least to be level 2 upgraded, I think. So I can look at 4 things. Okay. And now... Alright. Perfect. So, go. Wrong way. Opposites. Go. Why? Why? What? Why? Huh? Why? Wrong one. One of the wheels has got to be sideways. It's got to be. That way, that way, that way, that way. It's not, though. I'll need sideways wheels for stabilizing. It looks like it, actually. Okay. Here, let's sling this inside. Just so I can... Can I get out? Not yet. There you go. Alright, so that won't hurt anything here. I thought I could get away with it at the top, but no, that makes sense. Alright, you. Back to here. Yeah, something that keeps it from moving. I gotcha, I gotcha. I'm wondering if I should do it on the outside or inside. Probably inside. Actually, you know what? We could do ice blocks. It's just the frick. I want want to see it one more time, though. Oops, wrong way. I'm gonna change all these. Here we go. All right. It just totally goes like immediately. Just because I'm curious, like, is it hitting something? No. Just want to see if there's something mechanical that I need to change before I add wheels to the outside or inside. Let's add some ice to the inside and just see how much that helps. Damn you, stop it. Might as well steal the ice from here. Yoink. Yoink. I think it's the bulk of the monster wheels. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily need the monster wheels. You're right about probably changing them to the crane wheels wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll just bring this from inside here. Eh. You like making trains in this game or in general? What? Don't bounce around. I haven't really made too many like train style versions of this, of anything in Scrap, I mean. But I've seen some really good versions of stuff like that. Alright, let's see if that does anything. Alright, in the back it needs to be a little thicker. It's getting hung up on the crane wheels, I think. That's what I think, on top. I think the inside of these wheels are hitting those crane pieces and being freaking weird. The ice blocks also sound terrible. Like they're like hanging up above now, they don't even drop down. Suspension you think is making it bounce too much? I mean, it's going so slow. I'm gonna try and add a little bit of those ice blocks to it, see if the suspension doesn't work better, but then we'll have to turn this off when we get here, of course. Oops. I didn't change this. I forgot. It needs to be smaller. And there you go. Rather than a straight bar off the suspension? Straight bar off the suspension. Maybe a corner to push wheels forward? It's not even up off the ground. Like the suspension is actually weighed down completely. So we need at least that to be this high. That'll help. I think these are too tall now. No. Oh, it didn't kill me. I think that helped, though. Stiffening the suspension. I think it did. What are we doing? We're building ourselves a gondola. Well, we're trying anyway. Oh, you mister. I failed again. And we now have it set up so that both the engines, an engine will go in both directions, but we're trying to set it up so that it runs a little bit smoother than it did. It did work, but I would not say it's a successful test. Let's say it's a successful test. I would not say it's a successful gondola yet. There we go. A little bit more room off the landing pad. We can change this later too. Also, if it falls here, I want to be able to put it back. So we'll do that. Oh, actually, it goes this way. All right, back to here. Now this goes this way. That works better. And now the suspension... Oh man, that really helps so much. Stiffening that suspension. I don't think I want too much more. I want more speed, of course. Oh yeah, we'll have a sensor to stop it at the end. This is the first test. This is the first test. So adding too many things at once just probably make me mess things up. The suspension still looks a little like, I don't know if it's just wonky or what. But like it's still, I still think it's hanging up on the crane in the middle. So it only pulls? That's not a bad idea. Let's see if it's going this direction. That is that engine. So we're working on the outside. I think that's a smarter idea too. I don't think the wider rails will help the action right now. More about the balance of it. I don't think wider rails will help it, will stop it from like weeble wobbling like it's got. But wider rails, if I want to get rid of that crane, maybe. Frick! I'm getting rid of those crane those crane tops. It's cool looking, but it's not functional. Frick, hate you. I think these things are causing too many issues. We're gonna at least try it without it. I really think it's these wheels bumping off of that thing in the center here that's really twapping the whole thing. But we'll try. You can tell me exactly what's wrong. You need a disco ball inside the compartment. Would a disco ball inside my house or outside of my house with a farmer that spins and the lights flash, does that help? I just don't have the disco floors yet. Yeah, sensor at the end will stop that. Sure, once we actually, yes. That's like the fourth time somebody said that, R17, and this is the first test. So yes, we'll have a sensor at the end that stops it, but I'm trying to get there. Yeah, that's why you keep hearing please. Wait, what did we just do? We undid 2 of them, which should still bring us back this way? Oh, I see. Because that's spinning on nothing now, isn't it? So we can't go back there unless all wheels have to be locked. Alright, to make the variable, they have to be connected. Carry, no worky without that. Although we could do opposites. pulling that way on the outside, that way on the inside. This way we'll go. And then we go back the other way. We'll pull outside and inside. I don't know if that matters, but it is what it is. No ant meal. No ant meals today. Or what's stuck now? Oh, because we disconnected them? Are they all going the wrong way direction? No. Go. Huh. Opposite directions. Pardon. Oh, wait. Make sure I should be on here. I want that to go that way, and that should be going this way too. There we go. Alright, so the ice in the front needs to go down a little bit more, so it can actually hold it in the middle. It doesn't seem to be hanging up on... It does seem to hang up on that ice, but it doesn't seem to be hanging up on the crane like it was before. It was doing this really weird thing from the top of it constantly. You said to think about the suspension might need to go away, but I think once this ice is actually putting it on rails, it might be a little better. But can I actually? No, I can't do it while it's hanging out. Actually, putting a cage farmer in a second cage, and we had to weld it up. One of the wheels is going the wrong way. Yes, it is. One's going forward, that one's going backwards. Wait, we got the outside, we want the inside. No, that's going the right way. We have the two outside ones running and the two inside ones running. Oops. In this direction. We have the two inside ones going to the right. And the two outside ones going to the left. Oh, I was looking at the wrong freaking engine. Sorry. That one's going right, that one's going right. And then that one's... it was going left. This one's just going the wrong way. And this is going the wrong way, too. No, that was going the right way. Yeah, one of them was going the wrong way. Wait, outrage. Oh, no. Mistaken outrage. No, wait, correct outrage. Alright, we gotta get that ice to go a little bit further down. Alright, let's see if that works now. What? Why'd you go this way? That is the wrong way. You connect to that. You should be going that way. That one's going that way, that one's going that way, and then the inside this way and this way. Alright, now let's try again. Alright, so now we gotta see if we can get any faster than this. Yeah, let's see, you could use 2 wheels to go forward and 2 wheels to go back instead of all wheels going forward. Yeah, D6, that's what I was just thinking. But it doesn't work that well. It only works on one of the wheels, because if they're not locked in to one side, like if the engine doesn't hold them steady, then they don't go. It doesn't work for that Blackeyed, I just tried it. If I look at the wheels right now, and in theory that's a great idea to have one side working and the other side not working, but if I undo these and spin the outsides, nothing happens because they don't add any actual force to the center because they're just spinning in space. So like they have to be locked in one direction to work. Yeah, the suspension feels terrible. So either we make the suspension stiffer or remove it completely. I think we want to keep the suspension. I don't want that thing to go too fast. Upgrade that too. Alright, make it faster, just to see. It still gets hung up. Oh, but it gets hung up, but then like, I don't really understand what it's getting hung up on. It's going, and then all of a sudden, boom. So that might be the ice. Kind of gets hung up. Or, you said wider wheelbase, maybe. But it's not that bad. This is still a pretty good system. I mean, it's not amazing. If we had it turned off at the end, that'd help. But each engine needs to be attached to the outside bearing on the respective side. But then it will be, how do I do that? Then it's... No, it took me at Blackout. I did that like 10 minutes before you asked, too. And I was like, oh, right, stupid. It can't be free-floating. That's what I have, Bad Dog. That's what I have. It's already like that. This bearing, which is going this, is attached to the outside. And this bearing, which is going this way, is attached to the outside. Have I tried it with gas engines? I have not. This is the first rendition, yeah. It'll, honestly, we'll get much better. Well, this is about as good as it's probably going to get. It might get a little bit better. I think wheels on the outside is probably better than having this ice on the inside. Although, wait. Taco, I can't do that on the outside because I have like 2 supports on the outside that hit things. So, well, I only have a support that direction. I could make it all off one direction. But I think I want a wheel on the inside that rolls. Or like a very tiny wheel. I'm not sure. Maybe I want 2. We don't have a very tiny wheel, huh? We just add rollers to the top. But I think I want to put them on the inside rather than the outside because of the support I have for the railing. I could add some weird support on the outside that doesn't involve it, I think the problem is cement blocks. Well, these are all stone blocks. So, yeah, but I know what you mean, actually. Little hiccups on that forever. Could make it all plastic blocks. Might drive slighter. It might drive smoother. Sticky wheels too. That might not be a bad idea. No, I didn't try I don't think the bearing lock is hurting. I think it's helping, Lou. But that's kind of what we were talking about before. If we have them free floating, they just spin in space, like, and then it doesn't work in the same way. So the bearing lock of the engines when they're off is actually holding things steady in the way I think I want. I think. I don't actually know. But that's the theory. That's like the theory I'm working on. Or working with. Where's those damn pieces? There's some pieces that have some pretty good friction that are rollers too. In fact, did I take any more? Yeah. I was thinking we could bring back some colored rollers, but if this works, then we'll just switch them for colored rollers later. Oh, your clock garden. Yeah, I'm actually curious to see how you've been doing with that, Pete. Especially when, like, diving into logic is... I think this game is great with the logic gates, but it's intimidating. Alright, that's the idea. Those little two free spinning things. Let's see if it works on the other side too. Rather than the ice and rather than some of the other changes. Let's see if this does it. Uh-oh. Well, now I'm stuck here. Which, that's not great. Hurry up and kill me so I can get out of here. Oh wait, can I pick you up? And drop you somewhere where I can see you? Yes, I can. Huzzah! Could jump too. I hope that doesn't hurt that. Whatever, we'll have to try. It's all about testing. I have to say what I really want is actually a sensor on the side. Wait, well, why are you not dropping down the way I want you to? How come it was down so much further before? That extra upgraded stiffness? Nah, that's not gonna work, is it? That doesn't look good. Wait! We need to go up higher, though. That's what you were talking about. You said guiding pins. Roger. I think we need to go up a little bit further so that when it hiccups like that, that pin doesn't get pinned underneath it. Stop trying to throw me off the top. I'm friendly. A little bit taller. See if that doesn't work. We could actually have this loop around back to itself so it doesn't actually get pinned, but that's fine. Hey. Oh, yeah. No, wait. Made it. Go. Oh. Oh, for a second I was like, perfect! But now, not ideal. Yep, guiding pins, good idea. But in practice, maybe not so much. I mean, obviously we're going a lot faster too because we tuned up the engine, but you should lock the top of the cart to the bottom of the rail so it can't sway so much. Lock the top of the cart to the bottom of the rail? You know what I think I should do? Is unlock the top of the cart to the bottom of the rail. So that I could put some bearings in between the top of it and the railing. That might actually help. Yeah, the pins are too skinny. Something about that didn't work very well. It was the first try. But, no. I mean, it makes me think I want more leeway for failure rate, so I kind of want to bring it out further. I still like the idea of adding some kind of guide rails to it, but I got to figure out a way to get around the support that I did if I'm going to do that. But lock, I'm confused on what you mean. You should lock the top of the cart to the bottom of the rail. I'm sorry, I just don't understand what you're saying about the, they are solid. Oh, you mean have no gap. Every time I've tried to do no gap, it makes it 10 times worse. Just like when those pins just like walked right through the cement there and just stood there. Every time I've tried no gap, that's what happens. But maybe getting rid of the suspension might actually be a good idea. But every time I've tried the no gap thing, it really makes it worse rather than better. I mean, in real life, that's what you want. But in this game, it causes some weird mathematician stuff to not work effectively. Or like it just, I don't know, fucks up. But getting rid of the suspension might not be a bad idea. Let's see if it makes it any better. Well, I didn't realize it was just going to fall over like that. This game, you never ever build a monorail type build? Okay, yeah, it does have some issues. I'm making a bit of a monorail, but it's more of a gondola style. The monorail worked out okay, but now I wanted it to be a gondola, and it's kind of working. Did one of those tires just leave? Did both those tires leave? Oh, they're up there. They just gone now? I need some more blocks. Enclose the wheels in a covered railing for the top of it? No, I need some freedom for it because it bounces through stuff. If you put too much stuff like together, if you give it no room for error, it will force error. Even if stuff should work, it doesn't seem to. It'll force it like through the walls and get stuck. Monorails in general are kind of tricky for that in the game. Please stop double jumping. Here we go. Let's see if this helps at all just to get rid of the suspension. At least this will give me some information. Alright, it's the right amount, just 2. And chocolate. I like that. I think you called it enrobing, though. You want to enrobe the wheels in chocolate. Alright, if I want to go this way, we want this way. And then we want to do the middle wheels here. Still going to the left. Oops. Left, left. And then this one will go to the right. We'll do the outside bearings here. To the right, to the right. Outside here, right and right. Good. Put this back here. All right, no suspension. Test 1. Oh, we didn't put the guardrails inside. Hold on. I forgot I got rid of my ice. We need that. Because that seems to be the best way right now, and that I don't think that's the best way in the future, but right now that seems to be the best way to keep it safe. Keep it on track. And it's gotta go this way a little bit. Hey, you. You're in the corner. I need you to be different. Just a little bit. Hey, no, that's too different. I need you to be different, but there we go. No, a little bit further over. There you are. All right, so we'll go 3 all the way up to there. All right, that seems to work the best so far. Now, let's see how this works. If we widen the front wheels from the back ones, will help the front back wobbling. Well, widen the front. There's no front and back because it goes both ways. Where's the suspension coming from? We got rid of the suspension. That's definitely better, though, getting rid of the suspension. It's on a solid track, and it sounds terrible. The ice makes it sound like I'm breaking apart constantly, but it does function better.
Hey, Zeeb.
You bring this down one.
I don't know.
Let's see what happens when we go back, too. This one's is just a slower engine. You're still sticking with the sticky wheels for the monorails? Have you done it yet? Have you made a monorail with sticky wheels? You can try a stretch of plastic at the start. Yeah, I think I will do that. Never played it. Oh, right, sorry. I'm wondering proof of concept. I don't have sticky wheels to make, nor I don't want to make more stuff that I don't think I'll really use. And I don't really want to add chemicals to this and add another thing that I have to fill up for resources to just get back and forth to the farm. So I'm trying to do that without adding a second, like, resource container, too. Sippy sip. Oh, I didn't get any water, dude. So I've been trying to avoid adding extra stuff to it, but... Have I tried 6 or 8? No, I don't think more is the answer, because I think it'll still have... I think 6 or 8 wheels will still do the same hiccup. We do have to add a sensor to get it to stop crashing into the wall, though. Every time. All we gotta do is add a sensor at the end that turns things off. Have you tried walking? I think that might be my other option. Not if there's supports along the length. No, it'll still happen. It's all about the way the things like hang up on each other. It's not about the stability of it being up there. It's about things moving and grinding on each other. So it's all about the friction of everything that we've made. Yeah, I believe it's in the rail. The more it bounced. The bouncing in the beginning really sucks. Let's try and switch a little bit for plastic. I think that's a pretty good option. Yeah, that's what Vamp just said. He thinks the wheelbase is too short. So that it's getting hung up like that. It is pretty small. Wheelbase is the word you were looking for. Yeah. You mean longer, though, not wider. I could do it. I could make it longer. Listen. Keep your dirty thoughts to yourself. But we can adjust that. That is the big monster wheels. Those are the biggest wheels you can get. Come on, let me click. What are you doing? Let me click. Damn game. Game won't let me click. Alright, we're adding some extra plastic. Why? Why? Your little scrap legs fall again? Come on. God, this guy can barely stand up. Okay. And we're running out of batteries. Because we're just going back and forth. Barely. Mortis, barely. Oops. Actually, we can leave this here. We can do this, right? Break this. Go out here. So we'll just do those two for now. It's here, go out there, and then we'll add more. See if we can't break it up a little bit. Get rid of that. Time that comment poorly. Add jail. Boom. Minecraft really has it figured out with shifting on edges. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're saying the big wheels are too big. Fine. I think we should probably make crane wheels. If I'm honest, I think the crane wheels look better for this. But that means I need to adjust height. Needs to go down a little bit. That can be smaller too. But alright, let's make some crane wheel. I think the crane wheels actually look much more like a gondola. But they've got pretty high friction, or pretty low friction. I hope they won't mess things up. Oh, the shift thing. Oh, right. That is amazing. There's what were we playing? Hightail not that long ago, and Hightail has the same mechanic. You can walk toward the edge but not fall off. And it scares the poop out of you every time because it looks like one whole foot goes off the side. And you're like, it's fine. But it always scares me. Alright, so if this thing actually is going to rest there, we can probably drop down this whole armature. Uh-oh. Well, that was lucky. That's good. I want this up in the air more, though. These things just don't need to be that far down. That was just because the big monster wheels were there. That looks more like a crane anyway. Say bye-bye, battery. Aw. Hey, we got one left! It's hanging strong. Alright, let's see. How does this look for spacing? That looks about right for where I want that to end. I think I actually might add 2 more wheels on the outside so they have more contact. So we'll add 4 more. Have I tried U-shaped rails with tires encased inside them? I have not. U-shaped rails instead of this? Wait, and tires encased underneath the U so the tire fits in the horseshoe? Or on top of it? So it has like smaller contact. Or if you're trolling, you got me, because I'm like genuinely thinking this. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't tried that. Okay, so a little bit more. Crane wheels are thicker. Those are not connected to anything. Alright, I think that's about the spacing we want. Let's make sure that this goes this way. Left. Going outside wheels first. Inside wheels second. Always want to go to the left. Left, left. 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 And then this one will go this direction. And that's going to go to the right. And then we got this. We'll go here. That will go there. Oh yeah, and then the battery down below. We have a couple more batteries, so we're going to have to feed these things. Look up roller coaster wheels. It'll give me a better image of what I'm trying to make. Where did I stash those batteries? Good. Plenty of extra. Now you're using non-wheels, not sure how well the plastic will respond. No kidding. I didn't even think about that. When I changed, I'm changing too many variables to actually to record all the changes. Alright, first things first. We need to turn on these to go limit. And right down there to the middle. Let's see how this feels. Oh, I didn't put the guardrails in, did I? We're just going to start with ice, and then we'll change it as it goes. Because right now we kind of did the ice a couple times, so we know a little bit about what it should be like. Dude, get off of me. I can't jump. We know a little bit about how it should react. My HP tends to be low. A good thing we say around here often is death is a resource. Even if it takes some of yours. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, that was so much better. And then as soon as we get off that, it gets crappy. Wow, that was amazing though. Will you make this whole thing out of plastic? I have used Topod heads for wheels. They make a great sound. God, you said it earlier, but that you thought it was the concrete was the issue. Oh, we didn't actually make the wheelbase longer, too. God, it does drive so nice. What the hell? As soon as you hit the plastic, it's like... Stone block sucks. I had no idea it was going to be like that. Oh, well, I guess we're going to farm some plastic. Look, as soon as we walk in this... Blah, 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 although, obviously, we want differences, but... It's like, it's freaking beautiful. I don't know how fast we can really get. And, yeah, plastic is cheap. You get a lot for a little. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Alright, where's the other plastic that I had? Anything with 4 friction is good to dry on. That's what we're looking at. 4 friction as opposed to... Oh, it's lower friction that we're looking for. So all metal blocks. Metal 3. Let's just zoom... No, frick no. Metal 3 blocks. Yeah, there is friction, but I honestly thought more friction is good things, often, when driving on it. That was a good jump. Couldn't have done that. It's like an Olympic sport, right through the middle. Couldn't have done that if I meant to. Depends on the wheels, maybe, too. That's also true. A lot of that will depend on whatever we got. Be right back, making your whole world out of plastic. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be something. I will have microplastics tomorrow because of this game. Oh yeah, and you can easily automate plastic. I think I'm going to have to do that. Doing it with color? Well, the plastic is blue. It just starts off blue, but we can change the color of it. But you know what? I know. This is normally my day off. I'm thinking about stopping soon. You have a farm set up at 300,000 plastic prepared for the prep for your city. I already have what do you call it? Crude oil automated. I was going to add a couple more of these. It paints lovely. It's the best block. What the? I'm been sleeping on plastic. Oh wait, but not actually sleeping on plastic? But I've been sleeping on plastic for years. I didn't know. I never seen that before. I mean, not tried to make my world out of it. Aw, who flipped my Batmobile upside down? Was it you? He lived? Thanks. I wanted to make it so I could actually get up there. It's, you know, the dumb thing about stuff like this, Donald, is every once in a while I'll put a lift up or put something up. It took me like 20 minutes to look at it and get this action set up. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, goes up. And it goes 90 degrees that way. That's got to be it. And I plug it in and be like, nope, 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 nope. All right, so it goes up and then it goes this way. Hold on. This way? This is such a stupid thing to figure out. But then once you get it set, if you have stuff like this, you can do some really awesome stuff with the logic gates. Like this is a sensor. The sensor is a switch that turns thing on. So every time I step in front of it, it triggers it. So I can step off and step on and it brings it back and forth. And then I also have it set up to a logic gate so that any of these buttons will also trigger it. So if it's on the up top and I don't have it, I can trigger the button to like come back. All good stuff. All right, let's go get our crude oil for a Batmobile car. Didn't we get more? Like a little bit of crude oil. Ooh, I have more component kits there because I've hit more bad guys. The Zeebmobile. Don't forget, we added the rocket. Oh, that's disappointing. Don't forget, we added the rocket thruster today, so it looks very retro. Pew. Boom. It made me feel good. You gotta hit something. You can't just go out and not hit stuff. Does it float? No, it just kind of hangs out. I mean, yeah, it flies. See, if I don't hit forward and I just hit the thruster, does it even go forward? Nope. It doesn't even thrust it enough. Go. Go. No. It does have a really cool ejector seat, though. That's why I'm losing health. Ooh. You turn it up. Wonder if that makes it look stronger. No. But it does make me go faster. I know, I should have added more. Because I keep falling off stuff. Yeah, I understand. I do tend to like to break the ankles. We need to add more pumps to this too, so we can have this work quicker. It doesn't like roofs. We refuse to put a hole in your roof. I know, it doesn't like it. It's constantly, I keep getting stuck in it. Do you have a flip bar? A lot of people I know have make a bar so you can just flip yourself back over. That's alright. I'm still waiting till I can fight. I mean, we don't have much time left. We gotta get going. How long have we been streaming? I said it was gonna be my day off. We've already been... Click button? 5 hours. So we gotta stop pretty soon. But I really wanted to find a farm bot to see if this thing could hit a farm bot and survive. The whole idea was to make a battering ram that hurt farm bots, and the last time I tried, the farm bots took a ride on my car. They just like leapt up onto the top. All your cars are double wishbone suspension. This is like a false double wishbone. Oops, shoot. I have it underneath so that it turns here. And then there. I don't know if that actually makes sense. I say false double wishbone, but I don't want it to turn too far. I understand, but I don't get it. I like the wishbone suspension though, but the reason I don't often do it, like really, truly, where I put the center point, is because most of my cars are even on one side and even on the other side. So it's hard to put something right in the middle. Use a trick to make it compact? Well, you probably can't explain the trick via text, huh? Those kind of things are often more complicated than that really allows, but... Alright, so I don't see the farm bot still. Well, some of them hang outside a warehouse. We're not going to go just running over there looking for farm bots because we wanted to make this food all work, but... I gotta make that automated so I can run up here. So we'll put a sensor on there where if the car sits on it for a minute, it'll open up. Whee! And the reason I have that set up like that is because every once in a while some silly little farm bot would like oranges on his head comes running up like, hey, like soliciting. They come up to my house like, hey, do you want some oranges? No! I don't. Wait, how much are they? No, get away from me. Anybody else take it as a challenge when you try and queue up a bunch of stuff to try and auto queue it up to the very end? Depends on how long it takes to make the piece. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. Yeah, I got it. I queued up the whole thing. Ah, that's right. I'm the master of the queue. If you see a farm bot and drive away, they'll later turn around later and despawn. I've killed a bunch of them. They do respawn too, slowly. I'm not sure how quickly they respawn, but since I'm next to 2 chemical plants, I've seen them like 4 times. So I kept hoping that when I walked away, I'd come back and they'd be respawned today. But I was just thinking I could probably find a warehouse somewhere they don't want me to be. They almost always hang out outside the warehouse. Bet I could find one to bop. But am I a master of the bald zebra? Not at all, man. That bald zebra, he's crazy. No man is his master. Because I'm in charge. Alright, there's a couple of warehouses up here. I think one of them might have a farm bot. Oops. 10-point landing. Alright, there's one here. Normally you can hear them going like... No, I don't think I hear them. The bots are back, though. All the tape bots have respawned. Well. Oh, there's a bot on the other side of that hill. Whoa. He hit my tire. I think I saw another warehouse this direction. Wasn't sure how far it was. When we were driving up here, I thought I saw another one. See if there's something up there. This thing can actually spin. I haven't gone like really traveling with this because I made it last night. So it's actually not too hard to handle. despite getting it stuck as I'm talking about it being not too hard to handle. What am I making now? I'm just getting ready to go back and stop, Judy. I finished up my farm. And I've been trying to work on this gondola. I think we got it pretty set up. I'm going to try and widen the wheelbase a little bit. And as soon as we get the top bit all plastic, I think it'll be fine. Although, you know what? You were talking about how... Well, actually, RTV, you were talking about how the plastic kind of needs to be interrupted. Every once in a while you do a different resource. So I think I'll probably just do wood. I wanted to go see if I could punch a farm bot in the mouth, Judy. There is a warehouse over there. One all the way over there. I know I haven't been there yet. And then I can, you know, leave safely and feel good. Plenty of gas. I'm so worried sand doesn't disintegrate in the water. So worried to use sand because I think I broke it so quickly, so easily a few times. Oh, that's not a warehouse though. Oh, there's one out there. Haven't been farmbot hunting before. Not really. Just to test to see if I can go fight them. I feel like I recognize this place as danger. Whatever's the cheapest. No kidding, actually, sand is really cheap. I used it for glass. So. Yeah, the only thing that hits it are me, right? I don't think anything else can break it. Well, if a farm bot shoots something, I might be able to hurt it, but... Or not a farm bot, tape bot if he shoots it. I think that's the only other way things can get hurt. Think. Just breaking into stuff. Man, there's not a lot of warehouses around. When I look for them, I swear I've already tackled like 4 of them. Well, I thought there was like 12 or 13 warehouses around your map. Let me go, tree. As long as it has a durability of 2, I don't think it breaks if you hit it, but that's all you need to worry about. Oh, this seems kind of creepy. I don't want to get stuck behind a tree as something shows up. There is a warehouse out there. Good lord. There's got to be a bot out there. It's so big. My Batman exit is only starting to get a little bit annoying. Getting stuck behind a freaking tree again. No, rock. Man, what a skill. To perch myself right on top of that. I don't think just everyone can do that. Not easy. Can't teach it. You have to be born with the innate ability to not avoid trees. What the frick? Damn tree. Came out of nowhere. When I was younger, I may have flipped my car. Ooh, there's a farm bot. I may have flipped my car, and guess what I did? I bounced off a tree. Even in real life, trees are my issue. Alright, let's see. Can we hit this thing and survive? Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, it wasn't great. Go! Don't. Good. It didn't ride. I'm like, don't jump on my car. Last time I kept getting on top of it. I don't want you to get on top of it. I want you to get hit. And don't be mad. Why is my car so slow? Slow mobile. Do your worst. Get out of here. You big jerk bot. That's exactly what I wanted, by the way. Uh-oh. Stuck in a ditch. We're in a sand trap. I mean, you should be close to death, really. Doesn't take that much. Normally 3 or 4 hits is all it takes. And he hasn't broken anything in the front yet, right? Good. Last couple times they saw me and he's like, rah, like that. And then we got close, he just like smacked my car and hit like 2 things. Hey buddy, look at you. Yeah, I'm just gonna taunt your stupid little red butt. Can't catch me, can you? What if I killed your friend? Would you like vengeance? Seems like he does. Don't run away, coward! It just doesn't do a lot of damage. Hi-ya! It looks like he's pretty hurt. No, the walks are the most interruptible thing ever. If a walk is close to a farm bot, I will try and hit a farm bot, and that walk will kill me. Wait, should we try hammer mode? Beyblade, engage! Oh no, my tire is outside the car! Tire, no! I need you to be inside the car! This is taking a long time. Did you die already? Uh-oh. It's like too much of a gentle push. There we go. Meow. Ooh. Extra warehouse key. Looks like I've already been here. This one's all busted up. Burn him with the thruster? I forgot the thruster! That would have done it. If I went after him and... Pew. Oh well. Alright, can we turn this up? Dude, we'll go up 2. See if that's fast too. Yeah, see, that's like, whoa. It's like too fast for the ground. Does go faster though. Bot jousting, the new Olympic sport. I would like to be the one in charge of this. Maybe I can shoutcast bot jousting. Oh. And he took out a walk! He didn't mean to, but damn! That's 2 points against him. Oh, come on, don't go in the water. What do you do with your gondola, but with 4 gas engines and 4 wheels in one direction? You know, it might be better to do something like that. I could add up more wheels. Now that I have 4 wheels, I think the wheels have, at least, they're working better. I really think the plastic is actually the key. I'm curious to see what else I need to do, but plastic was amazing. and 2 gas engines. I should probably, I don't know if I want to test too much. I'd like to test, but I haven't got the materials to test. That's the problem. Like making 2 more engines just to see if it works. I'm not that flush yet. I think turning that up actually helped. Kev said my car was slow. Like, it's the slow-mobile, but kind of fast now. It's the ball sack mobile. Kind of looks like a butterfly, actually. Butterfly of doom. Alright, let's see if we can hit this as a ramp. Go, go, go. Oh. Not really. Made it over, but my car hit the ramp so hard it basically broke in half. Well. Dude, how are you stuck on the wall like that? Only a Batmobile could do that. Slowmobile. It looks so good. Alright, how much plastic do we make? Enough to add a little bit more? We'll do the last test, and then I'll go. Because otherwise, I'm just going to stay here forever and keep talking. I won't have dinner. I didn't have lunch. Just hanging out with you guys. Oh, not the gondola of the car. It'll go super fast. 1 engine per wheel. I see. Alright, that's on. Okay. I wonder why that works so well. But it's so slow. No! Slowmobile, no. Don't listen to him. You're wonderful the way you are. Wait, that sand block has a lot more friction. I thought we only wanted 4 friction. All the metal is 4 friction. Cardboard's 4 also. Path light block. That's expensive though. Extruded metal is 4 also. Punch steel. All that's 4 friction really. The carpet block is expensive. Restroom block's also expensive. Tin's not too expensive. It's just a little bit of paint. A tile block, I mean. Maybe we'll try tile. Spaceship's expensive. Let's see how the sand works anyway. I have so much of it. I want to see if I smack it and it goes away. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to do that. That's what I was going to test. Like, I just break stuff by accident. I don't want to break something that I actually want. So let's try the tile block. We have a bunch of extra paint. See if it'll just glide across that too. Use sand for grass? Just to avoid the grass, you mean? Like to get rid of it? And they might have even changed in 1.0. All my information changed. That's why I'm asking people. I'm like, oh, really? That's how you do it? Cool. I don't know. Well, that's all we got for now. Oh, you painted green, make it look like grass. Alright, so again, we'll do a quick test, but the difference between plastic and the other block for how smooth it is, look at this. That's amazing. Phenomenal. So nice. We have to obviously make it go faster. To be honest, we should probably check out how it goes backwards. Tile block seems cool too. How about the gravel? Wow, that's so much worse. It's crazy. It's just a surprising difference. So now this is faster. And as soon as we hit the other blocks, it's like everything goes smooth as silk. All right, so we need to make those faster. Let's see how much faster is that. There you go. That's probably good. I don't think we need to go much faster than that. Stop. Yeah, I really wouldn't have checked the material difference on that too, and now it makes so much sense to me that that is the issue. I'm like, do I even need the what do you call it? The ice in the middle? I don't know. All right, so now we need 2 sensors, one on each side, and every time it hits something, it'll turn it off. It's a big, bumpy ride. Why do I keep saying, okay, now we need, because really what I need to do is go. I need to stop. I'm sorry. If I keep doing this, I'm just going to keep doing this. We're going to stop. We're going to stop. We're going to stop. We're going to ending. Ending now. Ending good. That's the name of my ending scene, by the way. It's called Ending Good. So, going back to Ending Good. Thank you for hanging out. We had 5.5 hours today. I'll normally do a longer 8-hour stream, but Wednesdays and Sundays are my only days off, really. So we'll keep that up. But right now, I'm just glad to have a little bit more of a time with you guys. So thanks for hanging. Yeah. I bet when you come back tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'll be playing the new game or not. Let's check out might check out some Mortal Shell. I haven't looked at new games for a while, so I'll give it a shot. But see you all soon. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're going to go raid out to somebody else. Somebody that's possibly playing Scrap, or at least on my list of playing some games that I want to play. See you next time, night. And thank you guys for joining on YouTube, man. I really appreciate it. The YouTube community for Scrap Mechanic is so deep. I think the game has lived off of the YouTube community for the last 6 years. So playing stuff like that is actually pretty cool to dip my toe into YouTube and back and forth, because it definitely helps me get a perspective on people that know how to play Scrap Mechanic way better than I do and have been playing for years. Have the rest of the day off. Yeah, I walked downtown this morning and I didn't have to worry about getting killed. My toe felt okay. In case anybody hasn't followed the Zeeb drama, I broke my toe 2 days ago. In the middle of the night, I woke up to go to the bathroom and broke my toe. Crashed right into this big wooden chest that we had, and I just sat there for 20 minutes holding my toe as it hurt. And then this morning, which was kind of funny, my mom sent me a message that said, "Hey, on Friday I broke my toe." So you know where I come from. We definitely share the same blood. Alright, so I haven't seen Club Pug in a while, but Club's playing some Scrap Mechanic too. He's also someone that's been obsessed and playing it for years. Oh, Pete, you know what? Let's check that out real quick before we go. I want to see how that was. Your little clock garden. I think the scrap stuff is awesome too. Oh my god, there's so much. And you got the timer there. Nice. Now you got me bopping to the music too. Did I purple raid? Oh, I didn't purple raid this stream. I gotta keep playing though. I didn't purple raid. That was a leftover from my my stream yesterday, thinking, oh yeah, we'll get to the purple raid. We did do right before the purple raid, Tin. I did one pineapple before it, but it was only 14 pineapples. That's really cool, Pete. Each one is, I didn't realize that each one is a different stage. And then the up above thing, that's smart. the second arm. I love how unique this is, man. I don't think I've seen anybody do this. That's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. He's got this crisscross style here. Actually, I can probably show. I can show a little bit. Just making sure that it's. I just gotta mute it. I don't want to get in trouble. Here, check this out. This is ending overlay. Do I got another? Yeah, I have another display. One sec. That's the wrong one. It's the one that shows stuff. Let's do this. No. There we go. All right, here we check it out. This is the farm he's got. It's set up on sensors. The auto farm triggers only if the timer fully counts down. The sensors are also currently working, but it all spins afterwards to get things to work correctly. So it's really cool looking. Let me just go through it a little bit. There you go. And as it grows, they start to harvest and farm it, and then rewater. And it spins, the top thing spins to trigger it. I just really like the style. I haven't seen anybody do anything like this before. It's like, that's super odd. But like, it's very cool. I really like the way the time is set up. Yeah. All right. Club Pug is playing Scrap Mechanic. I've known him for years. He's played a lot of Fortnite, but he's obsessed with Scrap Mechanic in the same way we are, and he's doing a bunch of stuff with it. So hopefully you'll like seeing somebody else play the game, and I can bring you guys over to there. If you're on the YouTube, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm going to sign off from there, and I'll be back. Let's see. I'll be back on Thursday. Tonight's the day off. It's just good to be here, but thanks for joining us over there. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I forget to say that, but if you like and subscribe the video, it does help me one day be more viewed on YouTube and potentially even get partnered on YouTube so I can get paid for the YouTube side of things too. Who knows? Anyway, have a great night. Stay safe.